Hey guys, so I went on a 72-hour fast, a 3-day fast, and I want to talk about how it affected me physically and how it affected me spiritually. So in this video, I'm just going to discuss the physical changes that I experienced. So before I started the 72-hour fast, since about May of this year, I've actually been fasting for 16 to 20 hours a day. And the reason why that started, I had 4 fibroids that were causing me so much pain that I said, you know what? Something's got to give. Something has got to change. So I just did what I know would change that for me. And most of you guys know it too. The only difference is that it's hard to actually put into practice. So what I did is I cut out sugars and I cut out carbs. So no bread, no pasta for 90 days, okay? Whew. And I prayed and I was like, Lord, you're gonna have to help me. And I got through it. He helped me. And what also encouraged me was the amount of pain that I was in was so bad that I was like, I can't keep living like this. I couldn't get up out of bed. It was, I had to get up out of bed, but it was just so painful. I literally was having pains in my lower abdominal, pains in my back, literally all month long, except for the week of my cycle. So I couldn't do it no more. I was like, you know what? No. So I said, you know what? I'm going to challenge myself in starting May 1st for 90 days. So for 3 months, May, June, July, August, September 1, I literally said to myself, let's do it. And I did it. And after about 3 or 4 weeks of cutting out the sugars, the sweets, no sodas, the only carbs that I would eat were natural carbs. So potatoes, sweet potatoes, white potatoes, and I would get like the veggie pasta that you can get from like Walmart. I think the brand is called Bird's Eye. I will use that if I was having like pasta or something, or like shrimp Alfredo or something like that. And I just really stuck to eating healthy foods that come from the earth, right? Or meat, because listen, I'm not no vegetarian. I didn't say I went vegan or vegetarian, but I definitely cut out the meats, the pastas, and those sorts of things. Or excuse me, not the meats, the pastas. It was a late night, y'all. I'm super tired, so I'm sorry if I'm stumbling and stammering, but let's get through this, okay? So I would have sweet potatoes, white potatoes. I would cut them up and I would fry them, but I would cook them in tallow. I don't know if you guys have heard of tallow, but tallow is so good for you. It is grass. It is the fat from grass-fed beef, and it's perfect. It's so perfect. It's perfect for frying. It's so healthy for you. So I would do the sweet potatoes, the white potatoes in tallow. Amazing. And after about 3-4 weeks, literally my fibroids, they disappeared. My cravings for sugar literally like just decreased a lot. Now, if I wanted something sweet, I would have, there's a brand of chocolate, I think it's called HUM or HUN. It's like 70% cacao, which is so good for you because that's what we need. Really, we don't, milk chocolate, yes, it's delectable, it tastes amazing, but we need the cocoa, y'all. We need more cocoa in our chocolate. So 70% cocoa, I would have that, or I would get the Lily's brand chocolate chips. I would melt that and put it over some walnuts and put them in the refrigerator, and they were so good. Even my kids were like trying to eat them all, and I was like, no, mommy's doing something special here. Y'all can't have not all my good stuff. I would share, but like leave some for me. So I literally just changed, right? The fibroid pain after about 3 weeks was completely gone. I felt so much better. I was having inflammation in my Achilles. I was literally had an appointment to see a podiatrist. The pain in my Achilles started going away. And I was like, oh my Lord, like, Jesus, this really works. Like, when you literally change your diet, a lot of the pain that we experience, the physical pain and inflammation, comes from what we're feeding our body. So I'm just here to attest for that, right? Like, don't do this and not go see the doctor. Like, if you have some real serious stuff that you're dealing with, definitely see the doctor. Consult with your doctor. I would never advise anyone not to see a doctor. That's not a smart move. But anyways, the weight started coming off. Oh my goodness, the weight started coming off. I have lost 25 pounds in 3 months, and I just feel so much better. Oh my God. And honestly, like, it's transformed my mind to really focus more on how I feel, right? Like, I'm a bigger girl. I'm a thick girl. I'm tall. I'm 5'8". But more than anything, I've always struggled with my weight, but that's because it's all in your mind. But since doing this, since May, I've been like, you know what? It just feels better to eat better, right? Like, my whole reason for eating, like, yes, McDonald's fries are amazing. And I'm not going to lie. After my 90 days of being strict, like, y'all, it's October 2nd. And I literally, sorry, my texts are coming in. I literally have the desire to eat healthier. And I've like, my son's birthday was in September, and I had some cake, and I had like a croissant. So I have dibbled and dabbled in the bad stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I have. But my weight hasn't went up. My weight has actually gone down. So on top of that, I do cardio. So I'll walk like maybe 3 or 4 days a week for about 30 minutes in the morning. Love that. I'm going to get into lifting weights because obviously that's super good to keep my muscles strong and healthy. So that's on the priority list of things to get into doing, especially as I'm losing weight, to keep my skin toned, to keep my muscles healthy, making sure I eat enough protein, definitely including healthy fats into my diets, like MCT oil, heavy cream, which is not necessarily so healthy, but when you cut out the bad processed sugars, it's okay to have a little heavy cream. I would make a vanilla matcha chai latte. It's so good. If y'all want the recipe to that, let me know. I'll be happy to hook y'all up with the deets. But this is my new life, you know? I'm like, I have to adopt this lifestyle because this is what's going to keep me healthy. This is going to keep me vigorous, vivacious, and just sharp. This is what my body needs. This is what I need, you know? It's really all about taking better care of yourself for your well-being. It really is, guys. And I'm learning that. So my pain actually came with a purpose. And I thank God that I was able to see the purpose for my pain. So I'm super grateful for that. So on to what the whole video is about. It's a 72-hour fast. So I did that. Actually, when did I start? I started on Saturday, September the 28th at like 2:30. And I stopped my fast on Tuesday I think I extended it because I just felt good. So I extended it till about Tuesday at like 7 p.m. And I felt good. Now, I didn't do any of the walking that I usually do. I drank Redmond Salt Electrolyte. They have the little individual sticks that you can put in your water. So I drank about, I would say 48 to 60 ounces of water a day. Here's my jug. Boom, my kids decorated it. Isn't that so cute? They give me a nice personalized canteen. Gotta love it, guys. Gotta love it. So I would drink that, and I would add lemon to it every now and then, and that was pretty much it. Like, I would experience hunger pains maybe about 5 times a day, a couple times in the morning, maybe probably the most in the morning before 12, before noon, and I would get through it. I did have a couple of packs of tea. I would have like green tea or like a dandelion root tea, just raw, organic, nothing else in it. And literally, I made it. And if I can make it through, you can make it through. But definitely listen to your body. My body was already prepped and used to fasting because, like I said, I've been fasting 16 to 20 hours since May of this year. So my body was already kind of adapted to it. So I think that honestly made it easier for me. I didn't load up on healthy fats before I started the fast. I actually had an amazing burger from this restaurant called Earl's. It was so good. So good with truffle fries and some garlic aioli sauce. Woo. And the burger did have bacon. It was so good. So that was the meal I had before. That was my last supper. That was my last supper meal before my fast. I didn't do much. I do live on the 3rd floor of my apartment. And so I just prayed, like, Lord, help me make it up these steps. If I was feeling like kind of tired or kind of sluggish. I never had extreme tiredness or sluggishness. Guys, I never experienced any headaches, because I was drinking this electrolyte water, and sometimes I would have 2 packets, right? Like not in one 32 ounce, not in one canteen, 2 packets, but sometimes I would have in each refill of my canteen, I would put another packet of water in there. But I really felt like I was hydrated enough, because some people experience really bad headaches, but I did not. So I'm super grateful for that. Didn't experience the terrible headaches. I did not have any bowel movements over the 72 hours. I don't know if other people have experienced bowel movements, but I'm thinking since I didn't put anything in, nothing was coming out. I did pee a little bit more than normal, but that's why electrolytes is super duper fundamental. You need to make sure you have the proper electrolytes in your body when you're doing this, because I was scared. I was like, Lord, if this is something you want me to do, give me the strength and give me the courage to do it. And I did it afraid, because I have 2 kids. I'm a single mom. And I was like, oh my God, if I can't afford to pass out. Who's going to watch the kids? Or, what's going to happen so if you are in a position where you're responsible for caring for someone, or if you have a job where you do something really physical, I would say just double up on your electrolytes. Take it easy if and when you can. Rest. If you can take a nap during the day, that would be awesome. I never got a chance to nap. But it's okay, because I made it through. I prayed more. I journaled more. And that's the spiritual aspect of me fasting, which I will do another video. If you guys have any questions about the fast, physical or spiritual, please leave them down in the comments. Please like and subscribe. I know this is odd for me to be saying in the middle of my video, but I just thought about that. So I was like, let me throw that in there. Let me think about anything else. I was able to go longer. Like, I did feel good. My mind did feel clear, because I watched videos about people talking about the 72-hour fast. And my mind did feel clear. So let's talk about how I broke the fast on Tuesday evening. And I think I fasted a little bit longer because of the fact that I wanted to prep a good meal. I was like, I don't want to crash out after I eat something. But since my diet has become more healthy anyways, I made 1 egg over hard in olive oil. I also chopped up some peppers, some sweet peppers, some mushrooms, and I added some cheese. I do have moringa. My bestie has a moringa tree, so she gave me some moringa leaves. So I had some dried out. I put them in my eggs with salt, pepper, what else? I don't think I added anything else to it. I did have like a sausage patty on the side, and that was that for my protein. I did have some blueberries and some strawberries cut up, and I did have a piece of my organic chocolate with my 70% cacao in it. And is there anything else that day that I ate? I don't believe so. I felt pretty. I was gonna make a like a fruit smoothie, but then I was like, nah, I wasn't really in the mood for it. But what I had was sufficient. I felt great. That was it. So another effect I noticed on my face, my skin was much more glowy and puffiness in my face. Y'all, my face is so svelte right now. I have to show like before and after. I have to upload something. I'm still new to this, uploading things on YouTube from my phone. So I'll have to find a way to show you guys. But my jawline is snatched. My neck, like people saw me on, people didn't know that I was fasting. I kept it private. But I literally, actually I did tell one person because I wanted her to pray with me, or pray for me, but I noticed my face, ooh, jawline sharp. I was like, okay, come on, 72-hour fast. Literally skin clear. I just love that. I love that effect of the 72-hour fast. And I'm thinking about incorporating this into something I do every month. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm thinking about doing it maybe the last 3 days of the month, just because it's so healthy. Like if you Google the healthy effects of fasting for 3 days, like not only does your body go into ketosis, but your cells start to repair, and it's literally like the damaged cells are repaired, bad cells flushed away, and it's literally all good things. There's nothing negative about fasting for 72 hours. So that's it. I can't think of anything else that I can add, but if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop your questions and I'll be more than happy to answer them. And if you have any recommendations for another video, let me know. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a wonderful day. Be blessed. Ciao.